Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome. We are the Southeastern Massachusetts Community Concert Band, and we are very happy to be here to play for you this afternoon. We ring in the holiday season with good tidings for all, with crisper notices, Christmas is here. This festive and inventive medley highlights fresh treatments of some of our most celebrated Christmas favorites, Joy to the World, O Come, Emmanuel, and We Three Kings. There are three contrasting sections to this piece. We start with excitement, then move on to a bit of mystery, and we end with a rather interesting treatment of the Ukrainian bell carol. This is Christmas is Here. Thank you. You know, events like this don't just happen. It takes a team to put a concert like this together. We'd like to thank Father Cannon and Parish Center Manager Tim Carey for inviting us to play for you today. And a hearty thanks, thank you. And a hearty thanks to John Cotino, who's in charge of church maintenance, for making sure this beautiful space was ready for us all this afternoon. So thank you, John. Famous for his concert music with a pop quality, Leroy Anderson had great musical skills and an engaging sense of humor. He was particularly successful in creating descriptive pieces that borrowed sounds and rhythms of the extra musical world, such as the ticking of a clock, the clicking of a typewriter, and the ringing of sleigh bells. Leroy Anderson first studied music with his mother, who was a church organist. He earned degrees in music and foreign language at Harvard University. As a student, he conducted the Harvard Band from 1928 to 1930. His musical career included positions as music instructor at Radcliffe College, band conductor at Harvard, church choir director, organist, conductor, and composer-arranger. Leroy Anderson was also one of the leading arrangers for the Boston Pops Orchestra and frequently served as the orchestra's guest conductor. Composed in 1950, A Christmas Festival is a concert overture built upon traditional Christmas songs. Originally recorded by the Boston Pops, this is the Christmas medley that sets the standard for all others. This is Leroy Anderson's A Christmas Festival. With the possible exception of Mozart, no other composer in the history of music has ever surpassed Franz Schubert's genius for melodic writing. His Lieder, art songs for voice and piano, were composed at an astonishing rate and number in the hundreds. One of his most well-known songs, Ave Maria, was composed in 1825 when Schubert was just 28 years old. Frank DeKelly's masterful band arrangement of Schubert's Ave Maria provides a beautiful setting for this enduring popular piece. subtitled Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire, is a classic Christmas song written in 1945 by Bob Wells and Mel Torme. According to Torme, the song was written during a blistering hot summer. You'll notice that this is a theme in some compositions for Christmas songs. In an effort to stay cool by thinking cool, the Christmas song was born. The way Mel Torme tells us, he saw a spiral pad on Bob Wells' piano with 4 lines written in pencil. Chestnuts roasting, Jack Frost nipping, Yuletide carols, folks dressed up like Eskimos. Bob didn't realize he was writing the song lyrics already. He said he thought if he could immerse himself in winter, he could cool off and think. 40 minutes later, Wells and Torme had put together a song that's become an important part of our holiday tradition. This is the Christmas song. Being a conductor is often like herding cats. It takes a lot of preparation, practice, and rehearsal to pull a performance together. And our conductor, Bruce Houston, was born to be a conductor and has had many opportunities over the years to help shape many bands and hundreds of musicians. His conducting career in Massachusetts public schools alone spans more than 30 years. And yet, Mr. Houston still finds time for himself. Bruce is a bass trombonist and has performed with many musical groups in the area, so he knows what it's like to sit in our seats. We're honored and proud to have Bruce at the podium as our conductor. Thank you, Bruce. Girolamo Frescobaldi is credited with composing the original source material for our next piece, Toccata. He was born in Italy in 1583. At the age of 25, he was widely recognized as one of the greatest organists and keyboard composers of the 17th century. He was appointed organist of St. Peter's in Rome, and it's there that over 30,000 people heard his debut performance of this piece. Frescobaldi's Toccata was originally written for organ. The band arrangement of Toccata has become a mainstay of the band repertoire since 1956. This is Frescobaldi's Toccata. This is your chance to join us singing some of your holiday favorites. We'll start with Jingle Bells and follow up with Jolly Old St. Nicholas, Oh Christmas Tree, and Up on the Housetop. As Bruce always says, we'll meet you at the end. And now, for a holiday traditional piece with a twist. Tchaikovsky's Nutcracker strolls the streets of the French Quarter this year. Arranger Michael Kamoff reimagines the overture with a New Orleans-style groove called the Shimmy Beat. The Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies becomes Dirge of the Sugar Plum Fairies, using the dirge group that New Orleans drummers play in funeral processions. Finally, Trepak becomes Treme Trepak, a nod to the neighborhood of New Orleans considered to be the epicenter of New Orleans culture. We hope you enjoy Tchaikovsky's Nutcracker themes wrapped in different New Orleans bass grooves and rich jazz harmony. This is New Orleans Nutcracker. The simple beauty of Silent Night has made this one of the most treasured holiday carols of all time. This setting of the venerable classic treats it with care and admiration. Arranger Sean O'Loughlin has created an ethereal composition we think you'll enjoy. This is Silent Night. We are the Southeastern Massachusetts Community Concert Band, and contrary to what our name might make you think, we are based in Medway, just a couple towns south. We were established in 1976 and have been rehearsing and playing concerts continuously since that time. The band is currently celebrating 47 years of music making to the delight of thousands of concertgoers in Eastern Massachusetts. And the community spirit, this is really a community band. You don't have to be a professional musician. You don't even have to audition. You do have to have an instrument and a music stand. And you have to be able to follow the man with the stick. But this is a very comfortable place for people who love music and maybe played in high school or college or just took it up as a hobby and haven't played in a long time. Any former musicians in the audience? Yeah? This is a great place to play. This is a very comfortable, welcoming place to play. If you are interested, see any of the band members after the concert. We can tell you about rehearsals coming up, starting again in January. So, if you've got a clarinet crying in the closet, or your French horn is forlorn sitting on a shelf, dust it off and bring it and come see us. And there ends my PR pitch for the band. What do you get when you combine America's favorite finale with some of America's favorite Christmas songs? You get Stars and Stripes for Christmas. Get ready for some toe tapping as Jingle Bells, Hallelujah Chorus, We Wish You a Merry Christmas, and Angels We Have Heard on High are intertwined with the Stars and Stripes Forever in a clever and fun, lighthearted way. We think that even John Philip Sousa himself would have enjoyed this arrangement of Stars and Stripes for Christmas. next piece, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, is a song introduced by Judy Garland in the 1944 musical Meet Me in St. Louis. The song was written by Hugh Martin and Ralph Blaine. Frank Sinatra later recorded his own version with modified lyrics. Hugh Martin worked on the song for a few days, starting with the melody, but he didn't like the way it sounded, so he tossed it into the wastebasket. Luckily, his songwriting partner, Ralph Blaine, fished it out of the trash. He had heard Hugh working on the song, and he thought the melody sounded promising. The lyrics, however, were another story. They were dark, bleak, foreboding. Here's a sampling of the original lyrics. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. It may be your last. Next year, we may all be living in the past. Not so cheerful. Judy Garland, shocker, refused to sing the song as it was written and demanded the lyrics be changed. The composers agreed, coming up with new, less depressing lyrics. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, your troubles will be out of sight. That's a little more cheerful, don't you think? Have yourself a merry little Christmas. all, let me just say what a joy and a pleasure it's been to play for you this afternoon. We love to come and play for a live audience, and we love this space. So thank you again for inviting us to come. It's always fun, and there's really nothing like live music. Now, we can't all schlep into Boston every year and go to the symphony and hear that holiday music in those settings because tickets are crazy. But we can bring you a taste of the pops to Hopkinton, and our final song this evening will be Sleigh Ride. Now, Sleigh Ride was not originally written as a Christmas piece. Did you know that? It was written as a piece to describe a winter event, a sleigh ride. Leroy Anderson began to work on the song during a heat wave in August of 1946. Do you hear the theme from earlier? Working on winter songs during the heat of summer to cool off. And it turns out that working on winter-themed songs in the summer can be really inspiring. Sleigh Ride is the only holiday song originally written as an instrumental piece for a symphony orchestra. The Boston Pops recording of Sleigh Ride was the first purely orchestral piece to reach #1 on the Billboard Pop Music chart. Sleigh Ride consistently still ranks in the top 10 most popular holiday songs in America. So grab your hat and mittens as we take you on a sleigh ride.
Thank